last week about flowering plants. Do you still remember this flower and its parts? Do you know that for flowering plants to reproduce, pollen grains must be transferred from the anther to the stigma of the same flower or another flower? This process is called pollination. Now, to explore more about pollination, let us watch this video.
We have learned that flower, which is the reproductive organ of a plant, bears the male and female parts. The male part, the stamen, contains the male gametes, while the female parts, the pistil, has the female gametes. Fusion of these two gives rise to an embryo. Now let us get to know how exactly the process occurs. Let us learn about it in detail. But before that, tell me one thing. Do all flowers always possess both the floral parts together? Some of them do. What do we call the types of flower which possess both the male and female floral parts together? Flowers which contain both stamen and pistil together are called bisexual flowers. Can you name a few examples of such types? Rose and China rose are a few in this category. What about other flowers then? Don't they contain both male and female floral parts together? Some flowers, such as those of gourd and pumpkin, possess either stamen or pistil. That is the reason why such flowers are called unisexual flowers. Now, getting back to the process, the first step is that of pollination. It is the process by which the pollen grains are transferred to the female reproductive organs of a plant. In other words, pollen from the anther are transferred to the stigma. Does this process occurs only between two flowers of the same type? Yes, that is correct. Pollination occurs between flowers belonging to the same type. And does that mean pollination occurs only between two flowers born in the same plant? That question leads us to the type of pollination. The type in which pollination found in flowers born in the same plant is called as self-pollination. The other type of pollination is called cross-pollination, where the pollens transferred the anther to the stigma of different flowers on the different plants. Can you guess how this process happens? There are several agents which aid the process. Agents such as wind and water are the abiotic ones. On the other hand, biotic pollinators such as bees, bats, moths, and birds are also help in the process. The process of pollination makes sure that the pollen grains safely land on the stigma. But what happens next? Does this lead to fertilization directly? We're going to find that out later next week in our next lesson.
Now, further discussion about pollination will be done in our Zoom class this week. For your HBL assignment, we need you to answer exercise page 62 of your pupil's book. Take a clear photo and send it to your home. This is Miss Shirley. See you and bye!